Hey Connect leaders, I'm Alicia. Let's talk about how you can lead through Connect worship time with excellence. Worship, it's more than just good music about God. It's a chance to connect directly to God Himself as part of a whole life of worship. Here's how we roll it out. MCs. Transition to worship when small group activity ends. In your worship connection, acknowledge the fun kids had together during the small group activity. Then, introduce worship. You don't need to tell kids to stand up, but it is a good idea to remind them to stay with their small group. Wrap up before the worship teaching video plays and turn off your mic. The worship teaching video covers some basics of worship so kids have context for what they're doing. At the end, the video will tell kids to stand. This is where the fun begins. Small group leaders, your main goal is to model participation. Positively encourage kids to participate with you and keep your group near you. If any of your kids wander off or start running, bring them back. If they're grabbing other kids, spinning around with them, or otherwise distracting their friends, remind them that worship is about connecting with God, not playing with friends. Ask them to do the motions with you or to make up their own, as long as they stay safely in their spot and don't distract others. MCs, leading worship can be your favorite time of the hour. You can be fully prepared by visiting the leader website and practicing the motions for the worship songs ahead of time. It's important to be consistent with motions so that no matter which service a kid attends, they're seeing the same motions and they can jump right in. When you change up the motions, don't know them well, or make up your own, kids can get distracted. The energy can go down and the whole group can lose focus. Now, some of you guys are great MCs, but not so great at remembering dance motions. Speak up. There are people with the talent to watch the motions one time and execute them well. If you're having to invest a lot of time preparing, talk with your Connect coach, small group leaders, tech and Swerve students in your room to see if there's someone else who can lead through the motions. If no one is great at it, you can connect with campus staff to let them know your need. If you want to have kids up front helping lead worship, that's great. Be picky though. Set the expectation that all kids in the front have to dance and lead. If they get silly or just stand there, it's okay to send them back to their small group. Consistency keeps worship time out of the chaos zone. Consistent motions, consistent routines, and consistent leadership help kids know what's expected. Coaches, make sure everyone on your Connect team is on the same page. If you want to have kids lead, do it in a consistent way each week. When kids wander off, everyone is empowered to lead them back to where they need to be. When kids participate well, praise them. If you're struggling during worship time, identify inconsistent areas and ways you're sending kids the wrong message. Work with your coach, your Connect team, and Life Kid staff to get feedback and figure out how you're going to bring excellence to those areas. After a few weeks of following your improvement plan, your kids will catch on, and worship will get easier and easier.